I was watching that Gomer Pile, and I was thinking, when I was a kid watching it, I shouldn't have been allowed to watch it because, Sergeant Carter always yelling, and that's not, when you're young, 9, 10, 11 years old, you don't understand it, and I didn't understand. I remember being scared of the show because of him yelling, Sergeant Carter, but now I think it's funny because, I grew up. Frank Sutton was an amazing actor. Yeah, he made it look so easy. Him and Jim Neighbors, they really did. But I don't like shows like that's for kids. I really don't. There's a fly on me. I really don't. I wouldn't let my kid watch it. No, not with him yelling like that. Unless my kid totally understood it. It's not healthy for kids, because he's basically mad all the time at Gomer Pyle for screwing up. But when you're a kid, you don't understand that stuff. So my kid would never watch it until he or she grew up. The only thing I didn't like about my childhood is that, being allowed to watch programs like that when you didn't understand them. It's like Bewitched. I remember being horrified of was it Aunt Dora they called her? Angus Moorhead. What do they call her in the show? Anyway, I was so horrified after I was watching Bewitched. I was so horrified Aunt Dora would cast a spell on me. Matter of fact, I would be dreaming I see her in the room with me. I remember as a kid pulling the blanket over my head. I did that many a time. Horrified that she was going to cast a spell on me. I don't think that's right for kids to watch programs like that when they really don't understand it. They're too young for it. They're not teenagers yet. They're too young for it. The only thing I had against my childhood is I was allowed to watch stuff like that. I really didn't understand it. And now I watch every one of them because I'm an adult. And that's one thing I have against television. When I was growing up, there was no control over it. None whatsoever. You have 3 or 4 channels, you're stuck on those 3 or 4 channels. But people wonders why. Why is he so much against television? Well, that's number one reason. I don't really blame my parents as much as I do TV executives. They should wait to put that stuff on after hours. In other words, I guess we had to be in bed by 9. 10 o'clock to me would be a safe harbor rule. From 10 o'clock on, then they should be able, then they could show the programs. But when you're young, you don't understand stuff like that. I remember Hogan's Heroes. I was too young to understand it. And now I watch them all. Matter of fact, I got the majority of them downloaded on my laptop and smartphone. It's just that when I was growing up, there were just not enough, how shall I want to put it, there were just not enough protection for kids. Not enough protection at all. I put the majority of the blame on the executives. I really do.